Today I'm going to make a video showing the difference of these different wire cutters that I have in my collection. Um, I'm pretty picky when it comes to wire cutters. Uh, when I was a kid, my dad had old Craftsmans and it didn't seem like they cut anything. So then in 1993, so I had these for most of my life. I got these Channellocks, and this is the model number 338, and these cut almost anything. So the other ones, the Craftsman wouldn't cut anything. These cut almost everything. So these have been around a long time, and I love these tools. This tool later on, this is the E338 version. It's maybe slightly longer. The biggest difference is this pivot point is a smaller diameter, and what that smaller circle allows you to do is move the pivot. You can now move it further up, and that gives you more leverage on it. So those I've had for a few years. I haven't used them very much. Haven't really had to. And then probably because these are still my favorite. Then I got these icons a couple of years ago. I've been buying a lot of icon tools. These are really nice, nice big grip on them. They look awesome. These are a little stiff, in my opinion. They take a little bit of effort to open and close. Not major. These pretty loose, and then these are nice and really loosey-goosey, which I love. And then you can tell these are my favorite. Then the Whias here. I also got these a couple years ago, kind of splurged a little bit, but these have a neat function to them. Right now it's in the high leverage mode. You can see the handles go wide open, and then the jaws move just a little bit with all that movement. Then you can press this button here and go into the normal mode. These are a little on the pricey side, but I had some Knipex mini bolt cutters that, to be honest, weren't my favorite, and I wanted to maybe replace those after reviews I saw on these. This is number 32636, and I'm going to take these down to the garage. We're going to go cut some wire with it and show you the differences. So this is my pliers drawer. Maybe I've gone a little overboard here, or maybe not. I've got a lot more pliers to add to this drawer, so I'll have to take the hammers out and make some more space. We're going to use this as my workbench today. I've got these metal frames are for yard signs, like for sale or for rent, that kind of stuff, garage sale signs. And I'm actually making this into we're going to store Christmas wire on this, so I'm turning it into like a crank type of thing. So I need to cut off some of this metal. And so what I wanted to show was these different cutters. I'm going to start with the Icon. Spoiler alert, because these are the worst. I cannot get through this wire with the Icon. Let me measure this wire here. It's right at an eighth of an inch, and it's fairly soft wire. And I'm going to go all the way down to the pivot hole. We might be able to get through it, but I've got two hands on it. These are more or less brand new Icons. I did get through it. Took two hands. Quite a bit of a struggle. I got these 30-plus-year-old Channellocks, the number 338s. I'm going to choke down on it and go down here pretty low. These, by the way, they're not perfect. They have a couple nicks in them. They've been used for a long, long time. You can see the air gap in the middle there. We're going to choke up on there pretty easily. I used the second hand just to stabilize it. Maybe I did cheat a little bit with the second hand. Here, let's get a brand new spot. Cut that off. A little bit of a struggle, but not a big issue. These are the E338s. Remember, they have the pivot point is a little closer up for higher leverage. and I'm maybe a quarter of the way up. That was quite a bit easier. So here they are in order. And guess what these Whias are going to do for us. First of all, I'm in the normal mode, but not the, we'll call it the low leverage mode. It was one-handed. I'll go into the high power mode. And that was, I use one little grip up here just to kind of get them in position. It's digging in. And then the second, and that's way easier. These open up so far that you can't really reach. So you have to kind of power it down and then reposition your hands. And it's, I can almost, actually that time I didn't even have to choke up. The icons, I love a lot of tools from Harbor Freight. If you look around, I mean, that's a Harbor Freight toolbox. You look around my place, I got a lot of Harbor Freight stuff. To me, these are borderline useless. These classic pliers, amazing, even better. And if you want to replace your Knipex mini bolt cutters and use these for your normal everyday wire cutters, you just push this button and there you've got your wire cutter. Pretty amazing tools. I've seen some reviews where people say if they lay it down, it'll hit that button and then it changes modes on them. I honestly haven't used these enough to have that issue, but these are amazing pliers, and that's what I wanted to show. I would recommend any of these pliers. I would not waste my money on the icons. And it pains me to say that a little bit because I do like icon stuff. I always make my videos longer than I plan to, but I've got these Knipex knockoffs. Those are amazing pliers. These pliers, the 3-in-1 needle nose, or what do you call that? Slip joint needle nose. These are incredible pliers. Everybody should own some of these. And in fact, it's got a little cutter there. I'm just curious. I haven't even tried this yet. I think it doesn't work so well, but otherwise, these are amazing pliers. All right, that's it. Hope you learned something. Thank you.